Undefeated Ian Machado Garry shared his thoughts on Shavkat Rakhmonov's flawless record ahead of their UFC 310 clash. Garry addressed what he sees as overhype surrounding the Kazakh contender, arguing that Rakhmonov's wins aren't as impressive as his own. However, he made sure to give Rakhmonov credit, avoiding outright disrespect. Garry confidently stated that a victory over Rakhmonov would cement his place as the next title challenger, setting up a shot at UFC Gold. Garry called Shavkat a phenom, acknowledging his skill set and dominant performances in the division. However, he was quick to point out that being undefeated doesn't make someone unbeatable.
The MMA fan base has questions about how legit Shavkat is. Not that he hasn't proved or done anything that hasn't been phenomenal so far in his career. 18 up, 18 down is pretty spectacular. But moments of very sloppy performance. I mean, Jeff Neal was arguably winning the fight, cracked him a lot, hurt him, and was very lucky to come away with a finish in that fight. And then just his opponents haven't been as high a level in totality as mine, I believe. Obviously, we share two. Again, like you say, pressure, constant pressure. Can I deal with the pressure? Can I stop the wrestling? Can I beat him on the feet? Can I do these things? The answer is yes, but I've got to go out there and show the world Saturday night. I seen this opportunity against the baddest man in the division. I went, you know what? Let me do that. Why? The risk versus reward is better than anything. The risk in any fight, you go out, you lose. The reward, you move up the rankings, you move up the ladder. I respect his 18-0, and it's phenomenal, but I just don't see it being as crazy as everyone makes it out to be.
Israel Adesanya predicts Shavkat Rakhmonov to lose his undefeated record to Ian Garry at UFC 310. Ian Garry enters UFC 310 as a significant underdog against Rakhmonov. Despite the odds, many fans and fighters are backing Garry to pull off a stunning upset in the co-main event, including former middleweight champion Israel Adesanya, who has voiced his belief in the Irishman's potential to shock the world. Quote, "What I like about this, as a fan of technical ability and skilled fighters, this is what this sport is about," stated the two-time middleweight champion on his YouTube channel. Whilst Adesanya doesn't put much emphasis on the fact that Garry and Rakhmonov have trained together before, he did reveal that many might be underestimating the underdog's grappling skills. Granted, they've both trained with each other, it wasn't anything in-depth, but when you move around with someone enough times, you download information. Ian, the second Irish sensation. I've grappled with him before. He's a good grappler. I got him on my back and had to get him off me. He's slick and knows how to put things together well. Izzy labeled Rakhmonov as a mauler, someone who can find the path to victory in any and every facet of the fight game, and yet he's still siding with underdog Garry to get it done in Las Vegas. I like this fight, but I'ma go with Machado Garry. I think it's going to go to a decision, but if Shavkat wins, then he'll probably submit Ian, but I'ma put my money on Ian. I saw a clip of him talking about Shavkat, talking about like, I want to be the guy to take that 0 away, and I like that. That's the energy. That's that Goku spirit that only a few people have. UFC welterweight Themba Gorimbo recently shed light on the incident that led to his fallout with Colby Covington, which ultimately contributed to Gorimbo's decision to leave MMA Masters in Florida and join Extreme Couture in Las Vegas. According to Gorimbo, the tension arose during a training session at the UFC Performance Institute in Las Vegas. While both fighters were there to train, Colby made it clear that Gorimbo wasn't allowed in the same area, while Colby was cutting weight for his title fight against Leon Edwards. In an interview with MMA Fighting, Gorimbo didn't hold back as he detailed his confrontation with Colby following their heated incident. Gorimbo revealed he approached Covington directly and delivered a warning, saying, "There's consequences for every action that a man does, and whether it's now or next year, you're going to pay for it." Gorimbo went on to reveal a sparring session where he made Colby bleed, hinting that their tension wasn't just verbal but had already spilled over into physical exchanges. "You must ask him what happened the last time we sparred," Gorimbo said. "He will tell you. I don't know who was bleeding between the two of us, but one of us was bleeding. He crossed the line with me. I'd like to fight the ranked guys, and he's one of the guys I would like to go through before I get to the title." Belal Muhammad has been cleared to start working out again. The reigning UFC welterweight champion has been sidelined with a severe bone infection, forcing him to withdraw from his first title defense, a 5-round battle against undefeated contender Shavkat Rakhmonov, which was set to headline UFC 310 this Saturday. "We are officially cleared to start working out again," Muhammad wrote on Twitter. "These last 6 weeks I've been watching a lot of tape and studying both these guys, and my official unbiased breakdown is that I break both of them. The 36-year-old Belal Muhammad is undefeated in his last 11 fights and secured the welterweight title by defeating Leon Edwards in the main event of UFC 304 this past July. In addition to the upcoming Rakhmonov-Garry fight, Belal could soon face a host of other rising contenders, including Joaquin Buckley, Jack Della Maddalena, and others looking to make their mark in the division. Jon Jones' coach recently weighed in on a potential fight with Tom Aspinall, expressing complete confidence. He said, "It's not a matchup that scares us at all." Despite Aspinall's impressive rise in the heavyweight division, Jones' coach, Brandon Gibson, made it clear they don't see him as a real threat to Jones' reign. He is fully confident in his fighter's ability to dominate any opponent, including the interim champ Tom Aspinall, while many, including UFC CEO Dana White, see a title unification fight between Jones and Aspinall as the logical next step. Bones has made it clear that he's more interested in facing light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira instead. This choice has led to accusations that Jones is avoiding the tougher challenge in Aspinall, but Gibson swiftly shot down those claims. He framed Jones' decision as a strategic move focused on timing and maximizing career opportunities. According to Gibson, Jones is in a position of power, with the leverage to dictate his terms and shape his path forward. Quote, "I think the fans want that from a lineal standpoint. You want to see the belt get passed, not just a belt get vacated, but I always tell Jon, dude, you don't owe anybody anything. We owed Stipe and the UFC that night on November 16th. That's what we owed. We'll see if negotiations can get done right, but Jon's not ducking anybody. I actually think Jon is a tough matchup for Tom Aspinall. Obviously, we haven't seen Tom with an average fight time of 2.5 minutes. We haven't seen much out of Tom, but that's also a positive on our part." A few minutes ago, the former UFC light heavyweight champion Jamahal Hill entered the UFC PI and confronted the reigning champ Alex Pereira. In a video posted by Full Send MA, Hill can be seen aggressively pressing Pereira and a group of people trying to separate them.
Let's make money. Let's make money. Yeah. Get that money from that boy being asleep. We're good, boys, we're good, In the cage, boys. I'm going to take the back right now. In the cage, boys. I'm going to take